Hello, guys. I'm the Cheese God, and I am the creator of Cheesy Studios. And today, I'm going to teach you how to build text. I'm mainly making this video for my friend because I promised him I was going to help him build text, and I never did. I kind of forgot about it. But we're going to help him, and we're going to help you too. Please click off this video because I'm not teaching you. Alright, let's do this. We have our trigger set up here for the text. So to start off, you're going to want something like this, right? To start off, if you haven't yet, place a trigger directly on to the text. You don't have to, make it the entire thing, but do as much as you can with it, and don't make it go over the red. And make it as thin as you can, not to, the red, but, this thin. And you're just gonna paste that onto the next. You're gonna want... You don't really have to have emotions, but if you want emotions, you can. It's just gonna be a lot more difficult. And now, you're gonna add your faces. I suggest you do this beforehand. If you have emotions, then you're gonna have to place them manually. But I suggest that as you're copying the text, you have it already placed on the thing. We're not going to use emotions. Not right now. There's probably an easier way to make dialogue. This is the way how I do it. I have the trigger separate from this, so it's easier, but it just takes longer to make. So what you're going to do, you're going to pick up this first, right? This first piece of text, not the trigger, the text. We're going to click animate, right? Make the first frame exactly how it is. And for the second frame, you're going to have it moved up here. You can have it wherever you want, but make sure that it is something like this. Now, next thing you're going to do, you are going to turn off start active. I already did that. Make this speed all the way up to 99999. Just spam a bunch of nines for this, right? But to animate this, we don't want to make it look like it was random. So you're going to go back to the animation of the first piece of text. Click on go to on frame 1, and it should be up there. What you're going to do, same thing for the text. First frame, exactly where it is. Second frame, you're going to align it almost perfectly. Like that. And do the same thing. Turn off start active, and all that, right? Do not touch it yet, because we haven't animated the triggers. Do the same thing with the triggers. Animate. We are going to... It's the same thing with the text, so just go back, but do it with the triggers. And you really don't need the trigger after that, so you could do that, but that just takes more time, so. Alright, now that we got our text ready, it's not working. So if you want it based off of where you're specifically supposed to be, you're going to have the trigger connected to either your head or your feet. You're going to have it connected to both your head and feet. But if you want to do a grapple type of thing, then it doesn't really matter how you do it. But if you're trying to make it space-based, if I walk in this specific spot, it's going to trigger it through my head. We're going to connect the first piece of text and the trigger. What you're going to do, go to edit, and turn on start. Same for the trigger. Now, we just did our first piece of text. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to use this trigger. You're going to connect the first text, put it on start, turn on, make sure you turn on reverse though, for that specific trigger. And do the same with itself, with the trigger. That's our first piece of text on. Make sure it's on grapple and not hand, because you could just easily skip the text. Let's test this real quick. If I go into the specific spot, text will be, and then if I click next, it's going to disappear. Now, we're going to go back to the first text trigger, and we're going to connect the second text, put it on start, same with the second text trigger. So the second text and second text trigger are both going to be on start, and the first text and first text trigger are also going to be on start, but they're going to be on reverse, right? And then we're just going to do the same thing with the text to trigger. We're going to connect it to the text 2, start, reverse, connect the texture trigger to the texture trigger, start, reverse. So, you just made fully working dialogue. Text 1, it says text 1, click next, it says text 2. You can also make this as long as you want. Like if I wanted text 3, go ahead and make text 3. Make sure you very carefully group the next button and not the trigger. And if you just want to connect more, you do the same process. More text. It didn't work. Remember, if you want to copy text, make sure you animate it after copying all the text. That's something that I just failed at. Well, after you did all that hard work and animation, text should work. It will look a bit wonky, like how it just moved up a bit, but yeah. Also, if you don't want this to happen, where you could see 2 pieces of text, and then you could break the text, animate this specific trigger, make it go up to where the player can't reach it, start active off, speed max, and connect the trigger to itself. So, if I go into the trigger, it should be all the way up there, where the player can't reach it. And now, I won't have that glitch. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and Split Chapter 7 will be out soon, so